Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bachelor Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. I used to think Mark Anderson from the Golden Bachelorette had all the makings of a perfect Golden Bachelor. He seemed charming, sincere, and mature. Exactly what you'd want in someone stepping into such a high-profile role in a franchise focused on love later in life. But now, after everything we've learned about his new relationship and the choices he's made, I can confidently say, I've completely changed my mind. At first glance, Mark appeared to be one of the most genuine individuals on the show. He carried himself with a certain grace that felt refreshing compared to the sometimes overly dramatized world of reality TV. But as time has gone on, cracks in that image have become more evident. The more you dig into his recent relationship decisions, the more it becomes clear that Mark might not be the ideal Golden Bachelor after all. Let's talk about what's changed. One of the most glaring red flags is how quickly he moved into a new relationship after the Golden Bachelorette. It's not uncommon for reality TV stars to transition into new relationships once the cameras stop rolling. After all, real life waits for no one. But what stands out in Mark's case is the speed and nature of his new romance. It's not just that he started dating someone new. It's how his actions seem to contradict the qualities we initially admired about him. For someone who claimed to value genuine connection and authenticity, Mark's recent behavior raises questions. Did he truly mean what he said on the Golden Bachelorette, or was he simply playing the role of the perfect gentleman for the cameras? Because the timeline of his new relationship makes it seem like he might have had his eye on other opportunities, even while he was still in the thick of filming. And let's not forget the way he's handled public scrutiny. When fans began questioning the authenticity of his actions, his responses were less than reassuring. Rather than addressing concerns head-on, Mark's reactions have often come across as defensive or dismissive. This is particularly troubling for someone who would need to navigate the pressures of being a Golden Bachelor with grace and poise. If he can't handle criticism now, how would he cope with the intense spotlight of leading his own season? Then there's the question of his compatibility with the role itself. A Golden Bachelor needs to be more than just charming. They need to be empathetic, emotionally available, and willing to make meaningful connections with multiple people. Mark's recent relationship suggests a different side of him, one that might not be as open to the process as we once thought. For example, his new partner has been vocal about their relationship in a way that feels performative. Some might argue that this is just a natural part of modern relationships, especially for those in the public eye. But when you dig deeper, it starts to feel less like two people enjoying their love and more like an attempt to control the narrative. This calculated approach raises doubts about whether Mark could genuinely embrace the unpredictable, vulnerable journey of being a Golden Bachelor. And it's not just about his current relationship. It's also about what it represents. If Mark is so quick to jump into something new without fully processing his experiences on the Golden Bachelorette, what does that say about his approach to relationships in general? It takes a certain level of emotional maturity to navigate the complexities of dating on such a public platform, and recent events suggest that Mark might not be as ready for that as we once believed. Moreover, fans have pointed out inconsistencies in his behavior. During his time on the Golden Bachelorette, Mark often spoke about the importance of taking things slow and being deliberate in his choices. But his actions now tell a different story. Instead of the thoughtful, measured approach he once championed, we're seeing someone who seems to act impulsively without fully considering the consequences. This shift in behavior has left many fans feeling disillusioned. It's one thing to present a certain image on TV, but it's another to live up to that image in real life. And while no one expects perfection, the gap between who Mark seemed to be and who he actually is feels too wide to ignore. The truth is, being a Golden Bachelor requires more than just charisma and good intentions. It demands a level of consistency and integrity that Mark's recent actions have called into question. His new relationship isn't just a personal choice. It's a reflection of the values and priorities that would guide him as a bachelor. And right now, those values don't seem to align with what the role requires. Of course, everyone is entitled to live their life as they see fit. Mark has every right to pursue happiness in whatever form that takes. But when you step into the public eye and take on a role like the Golden Bachelor, you're not just representing yourself, you're representing an idea. The idea that love is possible at any age, that vulnerability is a strength, and that authenticity matters. Mark's recent behavior suggests that he might not be the best person to carry that mantle. And that's okay, not everyone is cut out for it. But it's important to acknowledge these shortcomings and consider what they mean for the future of the franchise. In the end, being a Golden Bachelor isn't just about finding love. It's about inspiring others to believe in love. It's about showing that the journey is just as important as the destination. And while Mark might have seemed like the perfect candidate at first, his actions have proven otherwise. Perhaps the most valuable lesson here is that appearances can be deceiving. What we see on TV is often just a carefully curated version of reality. And it's only when the cameras stop rolling that we get a glimpse of the full picture. For Mark, that picture is far more complicated than we initially thought. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a reminder that we should approach reality TV with a healthy dose of skepticism, recognizing that the people we see on screen are just as flawed and human as the rest of us. So while Mark might not make a good Golden Bachelor, his story serves as a valuable reminder. It's a reminder to look beyond the surface, to question the narratives we're presented with, and to remember that even the most charming personas can have hidden depths. And in a way, that's a lesson worth learning. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.